Hello, everybody. I hope your Sunday's going well. We start week 6 next week, and that's going to be a whole different kind of ball game for you because we're going to be going into MyFoundations Lab. And what MyFoundations Lab is, it's a software program that the university has purchased that helps us on reading and writing skills. And it really is a pretty decent program. So I thought I'd go over that with you and show you how to do it. First of all, let's just look at what our objectives are. Objectives this week is to explain effective textbook reading and to identify strategies for improving reading comprehension. Then you're going to have 2 chapters to read, and then let's look at assessment. Now, the first thing you see is SQ3R reading technique. Don't worry about that. There is no such thing as SQ3R reading technique in your reading, so just let that go. But what you are going to pay attention to is MyFoundations Lab. And the first thing we're going to do is click on the MyFoundations Lab Path Builder. Once you click on it, this is the first thing that you'll probably see. And what it's doing, it's detecting that I have pop-up blockers on. So it's going to ask you to disable your pop-up blocker now. So if you have already done that, that's fine. You can hit continue. Otherwise, if you hit no, but tell me how to disable it, you'll bring up a whole new window, and that's the help window that will walk you through. It goes through the various browsers. There's Google Chrome, there's Safari, and there's Firefox. So I will let you do that on your own. It walks you literally through, and then you'll close that out. You'll have to hit done twice so that you've actually saved those settings. And then you come back in here and you'll click continue. When I hit continue, it takes me into the grade book. So I got out of there and I signed in as a student. So here's your learning path, and it says under reading, access your learning path. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit that, and you can see, now I've kind of been playing with this off and on, so mine's a little bit more advanced. You'll see a module type thing that says reading fundamentals. You're going to click into that. When you click into it, I want you to note one thing, and yours is going to look differently, of course, because you have not done your skills check yet, where I already have. So this very first number 1, and you follow it just like you would when we count. We do number 1 first. Take the skills check for reading fundamentals. And where you'll find that is over here. Now mine says review and retake. Yours will say skills check, and you'll check that. Then that's a test of 14 questions. You're going to go into those questions. You're going to answer as best to your knowledge as you can. And then at the very end, you're going to hit submit, which is located at the end of the test at the bottom. So then you'll go into, then it's going to bring up this section. And let me just say this to you. When you're going to do this, when you're going to do the skills check, this will all be grayed out. So you couldn't click into this if you wanted to. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to select a topic. Now from my skills check and how I answered the questions, these are the 3 subjects that it gave me and told me I had to complete. Within that, now let me take you back to the reading learning path. You see there it says topics 3. That's how many I have. Activities 12. So that is with the different various activities that are over here. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on any one of your 3. This is pre-reading for me, so it's got overview, animation, recall, apply your learning, and post-test. This R1.1 stands for reading 1.1. you have to do the overview first. Okay, you'll have to do the overview. Let me just take you over to the side. And once you go into the overview, which I'll take you into just for the grins and giggles, um, and the overview is right here. And it's just going to be a reading. So it's very, very simple, and it really doesn't take much time. So you'll click out of that, and you'll go back to where it says go to learning path. You don't want to hit your back browser. And here we are back here in our learning path. And you see it gave me a score. Animation, I have to go through all of these. And then I will either master it or I will pass it. And passing it is with an 80%. Then I want to go into my active reading. The same thing holds true. When you see these little pencil icons, that means you have work to do. When you see the star, that means you've mastered something. So in actuality, after you do your apply your learning and all this stuff, you go all the way through here, you can go to the post-test, you can master it. And then let's go to my last one, which is summarizing and paraphrasing. And I will go through all 5 of these activities, and hopefully I'll master some. Now let's just say I haven't. I am just stuck. You can see here in my learning, I only get 2 attempts, and in my post-test, I only get 2 attempts. So say my score here is only 40% and this is 50%. I'm going to have to go back and redo these. So, but before I do that, I better go and do some extra practice. So I've clicked on extra practice, and here's what we have. And so under pre-reading, and you can see that I have all sorts of little pencils that tells me that I can do any one of those. The whole module itself has 194 questions, and it just goes through how many depending on which one I choose. So I'm going to work that. I'm going to get how many I got right or wrong. It's also going to show how much time I spent. So if you tell me I just can't pass this, Midge, this is where I'm going to go to check to see just how much time you've spent on it. And I probably will ask you to spend a little bit more time. So after that, I'll go back to the reading learning path. And this is what happens. Previously, I had done 2 activities, so it starts marking them off. I have not finished any of my topics, so that's why that's still sitting at 0 out of 3. So that's it. Hopefully that will be easy for you to follow. The biggest thing is to make sure you have your pop-ups turned off, and if you get stuck on that, I can help you with that. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. I think it's really important that we go through this together. This is a tough thing to learn, and I know my other students in my other classes have all struggled with this. But they've cleaned it up pretty good, so you should be able to access it a lot easier. If you have any questions, please write a question in the general comments or the general questions for week 6 or in your individual folder. Okay, you guys, have a great week, and I will be talking to you soon.